Hi, welcome to the day 5 of our meditation series. I hope you have been following all the 4 days and you might have started experiencing a shift in the way you feel and you think. So this is day 5 and the topic that we are discussing today is connecting to the soul. Now what does that mean? Where are we connected now? What does connecting to the soul mean? That is what we are briefly describing in these couple of minutes. Now, connecting to the soul meaning we are connecting to the divinity inside us. What is soul? Soul is there inside all the creatures in this world. It is the essence of the divine. Now, that is present inside us. But majority of us are not aware of it. We are so much connected to our mind that we feel disconnected to the soul. We forget about the presence of that soul inside us. So that is what we are discussing today. Now, how do you connect to your soul? To connect to your soul, naturally you have to disconnect with your mind. Remember, your mind is a tool in your hand. Okay, it is a tool which you can use. And what do you do with tools normally in your life? You have a lot of tools at home, at work. You use them when you need it, then you clean it and you keep it aside. Again, when you take it, when you need it. This is what you have to do with your mind. If you're not using your mind, what will happen is your mind will start using you. And then what happens is when your mind is using you, it creates a lot of suffering, a lot of pain. I mean, all the miseries in your life is created because you're not using your mind. Instead, your mind is using you. So we have to be very careful about this. Now, how do we connect to our soul? I said you have to switch off your mind. How do you switch off your mind? Just stop thinking. Now, it's not possible for us to just stop thinking by switching off a switch or something. That is developed over continuous practice. A few days ago, I came across a very beautiful quotation, and it goes like this: I am not what I think I am. I am not what the other person thinks about me, but I am what I think the other person thinks about me. It's a bit complicated, but I'll try to put it in a more simpler way. See, we think we have a certain understanding about ourselves. Okay, now if you ask me, I have an understanding about myself, but then I don't think that I am that. Now the other person, maybe my friend or my son or my spouse or somebody else who knows me, they have an understanding about me. I know that they have an impression about me, but I don't know what it is because they have not communicated it to me. Okay, now it is there in their mind. But I think that this is how they are thinking about me. Something I think, okay, they think about me like this, like this. So now I am that. Understood? I am that which I think is they are thinking about me. And majority of us, I would say 99% of us are actually living our life based on this thought. What other people are thinking? How will they judge us? We frame our actions based on that. Now our soul is constantly trying to connect to us. We get intuitions. The intuitions that we get are actually the divinity inside us trying to communicate to us. We are all born here for a purpose. And our soul is constantly trying to communicate to us what that purpose is, what is the action that we have to take toward that. But we are so engrossed in the area between our two ears, the brain, the mind, the thoughts, that we disconnected with it. We never understand, or we never hear the soul trying to reach out to us. We never understand what the soul is trying to communicate to us. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to stop being used by the mind. We have to use our mind. we'll do a simple meditation on this, like how to build that gap, how to build presence, I would say, and we will be getting connected to our soul. So that we will practice that, a little bit of it through the meditation, and I want you to take that forward. Okay, so now the benefit of connecting to your soul is it ends all the suffering, because you are no longer worried about what the other person is thinking about you. You are no longer taking actions or living your life based on others' judgment. They are not talking it to you in person. You think that that is what they are thinking about you, and then you are suffering based on that. So that will stop. You will not be worried about what the other person is thinking, what the other person is going to judge about you. You will be free, you will feel lighter, and you will feel happy. Understood? Once you stop doing that, you will feel a lot of calmness and peace in your mind and in your life. And to start with, I would say, start asking to yourself, who am I? Why am I here? What is the purpose for which I am here? So what is the thing that I'm here to do? Start asking this question to yourself. Okay, and you will be, when you ask a question, you listen for an answer, right? So when you start listening carefully, you will start getting intuitions. You will start getting a glimpse of your intuitions. I am not going to tell you that on the day one itself you are going to understand what you are here for, and you are going to understand what you are supposed to do. Nothing like that. It builds. It keeps building, and as days go on, you start growing. When you keep growing until your last day on this earth, because you will keep on transforming and growing and growing and growing, and it is your duty to keep growing. Okay, so now we'll come to the meditation part. As always, sit comfortably, sit or lie down comfortably, placing your palms facing upward, back straight, and gently close your eyes. Breathe normally to settle down your body and come to this meditation. Slowly prepare your mind and your body for this meditation. Focus on your breath. Focus on the rising and falling of your body as you're breathing. I want you to slowly increase your breath, the rate of your breath. That is, you're going to inhale very slowly and deeply into your stomach, and your exhale will be even more slower and fuller until your body is completely relaxed. Inhale completely into your stomach, and slow, relaxing exhale. We'll do this 2 more. Inhale, slow, relaxing exhale. Feel your body relaxing with each exhale. Inhale, slow exhale. We'll continue with 5 more finger breathing. What is finger breathing? You inhale with your finger and you exhale with your finger. What we'll do is, we will make a fist. And as you open one finger, you will inhale as you're opening the finger, and then you will exhale whole through your body, relaxing the body. As you're exhaling, just feel the air passing the entire body, relaxing the body. Okay, so make a fist of your left palm, sorry. Now slowly open the thumb, and as you are opening, breathe in. Slow breathe. Slow inhale as you're opening your thumb. Scan your entire body while you're exhaling. Slow exhale and relax your body. Now inhale as you open your index finger. Slow, relaxing exhale through the entire body. Slowly inhale as you open your middle finger. And slow, relaxing exhale all through your body. Inhale slowly while opening your ring finger. And exhale, relaxing your entire body. Slowly inhale while opening your little finger. And exhale, relaxing your entire body. Now catch your normal breath for a couple of seconds. Breathe normally and observe your belly falling and rising. Now I want you to bring your attention to your thoughts. For a couple of seconds from now onwards, we are going to watch our thoughts. You will be very curious now, and you are going to keenly observe what is the first thought that is going to come to your mind. The first thought that is going to come to your mind. Be very curious and keenly watch. If you are carried away by thoughts, come back to my voice. Start again and observe now what is the next thought that is going to come to your mind. The next first thought that is coming to your mind. Back if you are carried away again by a series of thoughts. Come back to my voice. We'll do it once more. We'll now see what is the next first thought that is going to pop up in our mind. you're carried away by thoughts, come back. Focus completely on your breath. Focus on your breath. And as you're breathing, just try to connect to your soul inside. Just go within. Don't think anything. Just blankly go within. Now we'll come back slowly. I want you to bring your attention back to your body. Feel the presence of your body. Feel the things that are touching on the external body, maybe your dress or the chair. Feel it. And slowly move your toes and fingers. When you're completely ready, slowly open your eyes. Yes. So I have one question here. What did you experience when I asked you to watch your thoughts? Did you notice that when you were watching your thoughts, there was no thoughts coming? And then, since you're doing it for the first time, within a couple of seconds, your attention faded and thoughts started popping up. And then I called you back. Again, I reminded you to be aware of the next thought that is coming. So again, there was a gap, and then they started coming in, and I called you back. Again, I asked you to concentrate on the next thought that is coming. So you might have noticed that when you were focusing, there was a gap. Now our duty is to do this meditation over and over and over and build this gap. You need not do the meditation for that. You just, as you are going ahead with your day, maybe you are in the office, you are driving, you are cooking, you are taking a shower, whatever thing that you are indulged in, whatever activity, just be aware and play this game. Just observe what is the first thought that is coming to your mind. Okay, and start building that gap. Now today maybe you could watch it for 2 or 3 seconds, then thought started. As you practice, maybe that 2 or 3 seconds will come 10 seconds, then 15 seconds, then a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. You can increase it. So that is how we will build presence. That is how we are going to shut our mind and get connected to our soul. Now when this gap increases, what happens is, what are you doing at that time? You are just keeping your mind away. You're keeping your mind aside. And then you will start connecting with your soul. When your mind is shut, your soul starts connecting with you in a natural way. You're naturally connected to your soul. You can watch the kids. How do they behave and act? Are they bothered about how you are going to judge them? Like you can see small kids, they are not even bothered about what we are going to say. They just act according to their instinct. That is because they are connected to their soul. All that matters for them is their happiness. If they are jumping, they are happy. They are singing, they are happy. They are happy and they feel like dancing. They do it. They don't bother like, oh my God, if I sing, what will they feel? And what will they think if I'm dancing now? Will they judge me? Will they tease me? The kids are not bothered about that. It is we who are injecting that consciousness into them. When they sing, we just tease, hey, what are you doing? We start mocking them, and slowly they develop this judgment. So one thing, we have to stop doing that with our kids. We have to encourage them to be to be aware, to grow up in their natural being. Okay, so that is for today. I want you to build your presence. I want you to build that gap as days progress, and I want you to experience that calm, that peace, and that joy that you're going to experience by connecting to your soul. So have a nice day. We will meet again tomorrow. Bye.